Is Corona on your radar as a potential new home? If so, there are a few things I must share with you today. Before you move here, you need to know these top tips about what Corona is really like and whether or not you really want to move here. So be sure to stick around to the end for a big tip you may not have thought about that may just change your mind about moving to Corona. There are so many things you must know about Corona before moving here. The last thing you want is to make a huge investment in moving, buying a house, and restarting your new life in Corona only to find out that you made a big mistake. Now, I'm not saying moving to Corona is a mistake in on its own self. What I am saying is that you need to be aware of certain things before the move, and that's what we'll cover in this video. So make sure to watch to the end because it's filled with insider information you will not hear anywhere else. Hi and welcome to Hiljin Homes, where you will find real estate information no one else is sharing with you. Now, if you have any questions about moving to Corona or any of the neighboring cities, feel free to shoot me a direct message. I'd be happy to assist in any way. Okay, let's dig in. Corona overall is a fantastic place to live. If you've been thinking about moving here, you probably have a general idea of what to expect already. But let's go a little bit further and see what living here is really like. First things first, before you move to Corona, you need to know all about the local culture. Here in Corona, the culture is pretty laid back, full of younger millennial couples looking to lay their roots. Several of the population are either starting to grow their families or already have a few kiddos and need more space to accommodate their growing family. The nightlife here is non-existent. However, Orange County, Temecula, and LA are all within about an hour drive away. So if you're wanting to move here, consider if this is the type of environment you can see yourself and your family thriving in. Hey, by the way, if you are finding value in this video, could you do me a huge favor by liking, commenting, and subscribing? Thanks, and now back to the video. Next up, let's consider the population density. If you want to move to Corona, you'll definitely need to know that it's a middle-sized city in California. The vibe is very family-oriented, with younger families moving into the city. The population is about 160,000 right now and is continuing to grow, especially considering all the new builds and downtown renovation that is currently in phase 1. Now, given this level of population, you can probably imagine the traffic being average when driving within the city, and you'd be right. However, if you're looking to drive outside of Corona, say to Costa Mesa, Anaheim, or Los Angeles, traffic is horrible. However, Corona does offer public transportation in the form of the MetroLink that can get you to and from the city at very reasonable prices. Now, if you are on board with the culture, population, and traffic, the next thing you'll probably want to think about is the climate. The climate in our area is generally pleasant. In the summers, it can get above 90 degrees Fahrenheit, and in the winter, between 50 to 70 degrees. This weather, coupled with the fact that rain hardly occurs, makes Corona's climate fantastic to enjoy year-round outdoor activities. Now, another important consideration you need to think about before moving to Corona is what type of homes are available. We have a lot of newer homes built in the early 2000s and plenty of new construction communities being developed and available in the area right now. Whether you're looking to move into a brand new home or prefer an established family-oriented neighborhood, Corona can definitely offer both. With this type of housing available, you're looking at the median home price in Corona being about $650,000. For the newer builds, prices can get up to $750,000 for a 2,000 square foot, 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. And for anyone looking for a large gated community home, you can find 3,000 plus square foot homes in the Corona Hills that easily go for 1 million plus. Now, in addition to the cost of buying a home, it's important to consider the cost of living overall. The cost of living in Corona is high as compared to cities in the US, but low in comparison to neighboring Orange County and Los Angeles County. Property taxes are higher in Corona, which is about 1.62%, compared to LA County, which is 0.82%, and the Orange County, which is 0.79%. However, home prices are much more reasonable in Corona, so you kind of have to pick or choose. you can't have it all. Now, before you move into the area, you'll definitely need to think about how the cost of living compares with your salary. A great way to do that is to check what the salary of your line of work usually runs in our area. So, for example, in Corona, if you're a doctor, your salary will average about $120,000 a year versus the salary for doctors in California being about $170,000 a year. One big thing I want to point out, several of the population in Corona commute to other cities for work. So in my opinion, the best thing Corona offers is its location, which is bordering Orange County and within a 1-hour drive to Los Angeles. For this reason, several families that live in Corona actually make that drive to be away from the hustle bustle of city life. Of course, one of the biggest considerations you should have if you have kids is what the schools are like in Corona. Overall, the schools in Corona are above average. There's a few standout schools that include Temescal Valley Elementary School, Citrus Hills Middle School, or Santiago High School. In addition, you'll find several great private schools to choose from as well. If you homeschool, the homeschooling culture in Corona is easily accessible with programs such as the Academy of Innovation. So there are all the things you must know before moving to Corona. If you like what you hear and are hoping to make Corona your home, get in touch with me. Also, don't forget to snag my list of preferred homes in Corona in the description below. Now, if you're not quite ready to take the next step or want to know more about Corona, check out this video next. And again, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.